Hello, my name is David Lowry and I'm a professor at Michigan State University. Today I'm going to tell you about how to build structures or shelving units that will be useful for you if you want to grow plants inside your house or inside the classroom. So what we're going to do today is tell you about our process for building those structures. And what I have right now is a box containing one of the shelving units that I'm going to show you how to put together first. And so what we're going to want to do is open that up and get started. Okay, so I get scissors or a knife, carefully cutting open our box containing the shelving unit. And put those scissors to the side. And when I get that open, you're going to see that I have a shelving unit. I'm going to also have the posts that are going to be used for building this support structure for our shelving unit in there, and they're wrapped in plastic. I also have some instructions, so you can watch this video to see how it's done, but you can also consult the instructions to see how it's done as well. Toss those to the side for the moment. We have a bag of parts which include some black clips and some screw-like structures, and those screw-like structures will go on the bottom of the shelving unit. And then I have two more shelves here, and between each shelf there's some little black things. We don't need these things because they're just used for shipping to prevent the shelving unit from getting bent or damaged during the shipping process. So I'll just get rid of all of those, put them to the side. And we have our final shelf. We can put the box over here for recycling. And we'll notice that we have two sides of the shelving unit. We have the inside like this. And then we have this part, which will be the top part. So this is what we want on top. So the shelves will go upright like this. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is get out the legs. So the legs are in here, they're in zip ties. Now I don't have the best scissors for this job, but I'm gonna try to do it anyhow. All right, we got 1, 2, okay. I'm gonna get rid of those zip ties. We don't need those anymore. Now what we have are the posts for the shelf. You can see there's two types. One have threaded screws and the other one have threadings inside. And what we're gonna do is open each of these, like so. Number 3. And number 4. All right. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put together our posts. And so we want to grab the two types that we have like this. And what we're gonna do is screw them together. Okay, first one done. Good. We're gonna do number 2. Number 3. And number 4. Okay. Now we put those together. We're going to put 2 of these shelves to the side for later on. Put our scissors to the side, and we have our first shelf ready to go. Now the way we hold up that shelf are with these black clips in the plastic bag that came with the shelving unit. Okay. So we have this bag, and this bag contains 2 different types of things. It contains the clips, And it also contains these screw structures. Now what these screws do is you put them in here into the end of the poles for the size of the shelf. Screw it all the way in. This is going to be the bottom of our shelf right here. Now, with these clips, we're going to clip them around, and this is what's going to hold our shelves up. And so if you notice, look closely, it says top with an arrow pointing upward on them. You always want those to face upward. So that arrow should be facing away from this bottom part right here. So we're going to clip this on like so. Okay, now we have that done for this first one. That will allow us to put on the bottom shelf. And we're gonna repeat the process for 3 more of these. Okay. A little bit easier when I'm using my right hand to screw this on. Okay. Got that. I'm gonna grab my black clips, put them on here. All right, have that all done. Get my third screw section, like so. Put that on, and put that like this. Okay. Now we've got our fourth one here. I've got some of these getting away from you. Don't let those get away from you. Okay. Screw these on. And we're going to get our final bottom clip. Put it on there. Okay, now we've got them all set just like so. We're ready to go for our first shelf. Now I'm going to bring those other clips back with me so that I can use them for putting other shelves on after we get this one on. Okay, remember what the top part is? It's the flat part. The bottom of the shelves have the structural beams running across them. You don't want that to be upright. You want this to be upright. Okay, so the way we do this is we bring it down through the hole in the shelf, and we push down around the black part, like so. This one's actually coming apart, so sometimes they do come apart, and you have to clip them back in again. All right, got to clip back in. And now I can shove those things together. So just take a look at what that looks like. This part came out down and around, and the black clips prevented it from going any further down the post. All right, let's do that for our second one, like so. All right, we got 2 now. Now we're gonna get our third one. Bring these over this way, up and through. All right, 3 out of 4, and we got our fourth one here. Like so. Okay, now that we've got those on there, we can push this down nice and tight. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my second set of clips. They are going to go here, approximately equidistant from the bottom and the top of the structure. You need to choose where exactly that will be, but make sure that you're consistent in where you put your clips on this, because otherwise you're going to have a cattywampus shelf, and we don't want that. Your plants won't like it. You won't be happy with your end result. So let's just make sure that these all get in the exact same place. All right, get those black clips on just like we did before. So now they're higher up. Do a quick double check to make sure they're all at the same height, okay? Now, we can bring over shelf number 2. Put shelf number 2 on here, like so. All right, oh, a little overly ambitious there. All right, now we got shelf number 2 on. Push it down nice and tight, nice and tight. All right, that looks like that'll hold. Okay, shelf number 3. Get ready for that one. Now we're gonna put the clips for shelf number 3 at the very top. It's like we're almost there. And notice the kind of people who sent us the shelving units left a couple extra clips in here in case we break some or lose some. We should be all set. Throw those to the side, and now we can put on our top shelf. Same way we've put on the other shelves with the same part facing upwards. Or same side facing upwards. All right, now, asking for a little help from your friend. If you're having trouble getting this on, it can be quite helpful. Some people are really good at putting these things together, and they can help out their partners and friends. Okay, I think we've got this on good enough for now. Now notice my shelf is a little bit wobbly. Now the way we can deal with this wobbliness is we've got those screw things at the bottom of our shelves, and if we just screw them up and down, we can balance it out so it's no longer wobbly. Okay, so now that we've got this shelving unit set, we're gonna have to build ourselves a second shelving unit to create the whole shelving unit structure for growing our plants. All right, so I'm gonna put this to the side. And fortunately, we've built one already, so we will be ready to go as soon as we get the lights out. Now, the lights come in a long box. We want to be careful with these. They're delicate. Inside each of these boxes, if they're like this one, you should be receiving everything you need to put the lights into your shelving unit. So this should be 2 full sets of lights. So I'm going to open it up, make sure that's exactly what we see. Now, the light technology keeps improving over the years, so it's likely when you are watching this video that you may have better lights than we did at the time when this was originally filmed. All right, so it looks like this one actually came with enough structures for 3 different shelving units. We have take these carefully off on the ends and take these apart. We will have 2 different sets here that we can use for laying our plants. I'm going to set these down carefully here. I'm also going to take out a bag, or a couple of these, just in case I need to. And these are going to be helping us to mount the lights and keep them upright. Okay, I think we're good here. We can move the lighting shelves off to the side for the moment. And what we're going to want to do is bring our structures back. Okay, now we've got structure number 1. And fortunately for you, you don't have to watch me build another structure because I've already built it. And we have structure number 2. All right, so structure number 1 and 2 are here. What we're going to want to do is go into our bag like so and find the right thing to hang our lights up with. So we're going to dump the contents of the bag out. And I think what we're going to want here are the little S-hooks. So these S-hooks are going to be really crucial for hanging these lighting structures up. The lighting structures, if you see at the ends of them, they have little places where you can put the S-hook in. Let's see if we can get that in there. Okay, yeah, you want it to come right down here at the end and come through. Now we have our S-hook on this side, and with that, I should be able to put this through the middle here, all the way through like this, and use that little S-hook to clip on to the shelf above. All right, we're not having full cooperation going on here, but we're gonna get there. So bear with me. All right, so I've got one side on. I'm gonna go find another little S-hook. Here back, and I am going to put this other part of the shelf over here. All right. Okay, got that in. And now we're gonna do the same thing with this one, where we're gonna slide it through like so. And we need another one of those little baggies. So we're gonna get this baggie, and we're gonna get our S-hooks out. Okay. Lights on like this. Lights on like this. Okay, now we have ourselves a good setup. And we've got our plugs, which we're gonna unplug like so. We'll see, test this out and make sure that our lights work. Let's hope that they work. Oh, there we go. Good job. Okay, and now we can do our second set right here, like so. See if these turn on, and yes, we're in business. Okay, so now you've seen how to put together the shelving unit. Now I'm gonna move these lights around a little bit. I didn't get them totally centered, so now we've got them more centered over where the plants would go. We'll bring the shelving unit together, make sure it's not too shaky. And now what we can do is we can put 4 trays. 1 tray here, 1 tray here, 1 tray here, and 1 tray here. And so in the next videos, I'll show you about how to grow those plants on these shelving units. Thank you very much for your attention, and good luck growing plants.